Hey guys, welcome back if you're new here. Today I wanted to do my first thoughts and I guess reaction or whatever to the new Powerpuff Girls reboot, which for some reason it said that Cartoon Network said that it was going to come out in April, but it just came out like last week and stuff like that. It's like, here you go. Like, okay. um, I have a lot to say about it. First off, I love the Powerpuff Girls. I grew up with it. It was my favorite show growing up. Loved it. Hands down. Up there with Samurai Jack. It was such a great show. It was funny. It was awesome. I loved it. It was great. It's on Netflix, and I rewatched all of it, and they cut it off, and then they added new seasons and whatever. So I was excited for this to come back, but I knew it would be different. I just knew that it wouldn't be the same. I knew it would be, for a new generation. That's how reboots go. Look at Ninja Turtles. That's how it works. It's like, okay, I have an open mind. But then they started showing clips on it on Facebook. I'm like, just something about it really bothered me, and I couldn't really pinpoint what it was. And I just seeing those clips, I'm like, okay, I need to see a whole episode before I put my official thoughts on it. And then these 3 episodes came out, and I just don't like it. It's obviously it's not the same. It had a lot of controversy behind it too, because the original creators didn't come on, and the original voice actors, Tara Strong was jabbing at him like, hey, why didn't you hire me, kind of thing. And that kind of just didn't really make it good. And then they released the intro, which I thought the intro was great. I thought that was a cool reboot, sugar, spice, everything nice, that thing, they did that. That's cool. I'm glad that's back. The problem was, I was like, they're going to modernize this. I just know they are. And literally right as I was thinking that, they pull out, instead of the little phone, the little clown looking one where the little light flashed up on the nose, they have an iPhone now, and there you go. Oh, the city's in danger, let me pull out my iPhone. It's like, I get that it's, modernizing it to relate to kids, and kids have iPhones, okay? I'm not trying to sound like an old man. I get that, okay? I get it. It's just, to me, that's stupid, because that bugs me. That really bugs me. Also, I have a problem with the animation, honestly. The animation's not that good. It's, it just visually looks meh. I mean, it's not I wasn't expecting Studio Ghibli detail, but I wasn't expecting a low budget episode of Clarence, if that makes sense, because it's by the same people that made Steven Universe, I believe. It's a mishmash of Adventure Time, Steven Universe, and Clarence, I believe. They a bunch of people that worked on it worked on there, and I think one original person that worked on the show came back. Not Craig McCracken. He was working on Disney with Wonder Over Yonder, but then that got canceled, so who knows what he's going to do. He might come in and, save it. But yeah, the animation, it's good looking, but it just doesn't fit the style. Because I know the old show is from the 90s, okay? The animation, there's a big difference between then and now, obviously. But it had that unique style that I really, really liked. And this one, it just looks too much like Clarence. It looks like, someone said it really well, I don't know who, but I heard somewhere on the internet. I heard the internet. Sounds weird. I heard somewhere someone said it's like if the Powerpuff Girls were just in a Clarence episode. And when I thought that it really nails it, because the background characters look like Clarence, villain. It's just weird. It doesn't feel the same. And again, it's a reboot. It's trying to be different. But that's the issue I have too. It's a reboot, but it just assumes that you know what Powerpuff Girls is. Oh, you know who they are. Okay, yeah, cool. Because in the old show, it'd be the city of Townsville is under attack or whatever. But this one, it just it's going. The episode's going. And for kids that don't know these characters, they're going to have a hard time, okay, what do? Who are they? How are they, They can fly, they have powers. Okay, that makes sense, but, because that's what's in the intro. But they cut out the part where it says sugar, spice, everything nice. That was catchy. And Chemical X, that was a big deal. You cut that out in the intro, then kids are going to not understand. It's it just doesn't work. And the reboot should respect the original, but be its own thing. But this one, it's like, it's respecting the original in some sense, but it just acts like, oh, you know Powerpuff Girls, you'll be fine, you know? It's like, good thing I watched it, because it showed like, the rich girl from Powerpuff Girls, the other one, can't remember her name, but the bratty girl with red hair. She just popped up, Princess, something. Moneybucks, that's what it was, more, yeah. And she just popped up, and I knew who she was, because I watched the original show, but they didn't introduce her, they just did a flashy, like, princess above her name. And that just doesn't work. And they mentioned, speaking of that, they do that a lot in the 3 episodes I watched. They do flashy, like, weird, like, there's a part where Buttercup and Blossom are, like, talking, they say something, they go, Jinx, and, like, they say, you got jinxed, and, like, jinxed is above her name, and they go, like that. I'm like, that doesn't work. Like, that just does not work for this kind of show. It would work for Adventure Time. It would work for Steven Universe, because that's the style. But when you are doing a classic show like this, and you're trying to modernize it by making it all hip and looking like newer shows, that just doesn't gel. To me, it doesn't. It doesn't work. And the thing is, they have really weird balancing issues. Like, it's trying too hard to be funny and not enough action, which the other show it balanced action and, you know, comedy really well. But this one, it's just like trying too hard to be funny. Like, there's a part where Buttercup shoots a piece of paper in a trash can. That was like one of the clips, and then all of a sudden Bubbles turns into a sportscaster, like, just out of the blue, because that's funny. But it just does, and like, that's more off-putting than funny to me. And there's a joke too where they go to the first episode's like a hippie convention, and if you've seen the clips on Facebook, that's pretty much the entire episode, is the manly man boy dude. And there's a part where, like, a fortune teller's like, I see great pain in your future, and the dude, like, this thing falls on the dude. And it's like, that is such an easy joke. If the entire show is going to be like this is not good. Because if you're relying it on really easy jokes and trying to modernize it, then you just lost a huge chunk of your audience. Because people that grew up with the show probably have kids now, or they don't, or whatever. People that grew up with the original show are going to want to watch this, but also new kids are going to try to watch this, or they're going to be like, hey, this is cool, but then they might have Netflix and just watch the original show, which is probably a better bet, because at the rate I hate to be this way, but with the way it's going, I don't think it's going to get any better. This is only 3 episodes in. And I don't think the entire show's going to be like this. I really hope not, because if it is, then I'm just going to, you know, leave it alone. It's not for me. And I keep saying that because I don't want to sound like a grouchy old man going, hey, this isn't my show, blah, 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 you know. It's like, it's not for me, obviously, because I'm ranting about it, but I don't know. It's not awful, it's just not good, and I feel like they could have done better, is the problem. Because they had a CGI special for like the 10th anniversary or 15th anniversary or something like that, and that was okay, that was funny. I thought that was really great. They had different, you know, they were more square and pointy, and that one, which, I mean, that was fine. If that would have been the whole show, that would have been okay. But just so far, it's like, it just doesn't work. Also, speaking of animation and villains, the manly man lumberjack dude, there's a part where he punches a fist out of his beard. The fact that I, like, say that out loud, it's just really bizarre. That just does not, I don't know. I mean, Powerpuff Girls had weird villains anyway, and it's a cartoon, whatever. But there's a part where he punches, and then Buttercup goes like this, like her whole body stretches, like Jake from Adventure Time, and that alone really threw me off, because I was like, okay, whoa, that does not gel with what this is, because if you're trying to pull that like that, no, okay, that just looks weird. If you want to explain that, hey, they have stretchy powers now, that's fine, but they don't. It's just a visual thing they did. It just doesn't work. And it's just, it really bothers me. Like, I don't know. It's not for, I keep saying this, but I guess it really isn't for me. I'm going to keep watching it to see if it gets better. But if it doesn't, then I'll just, you know, bail. I'm just, the more I think about it, the more I'm hoping Samurai Jack is good, because I think it will be. It's Adult Swim, so they know what they're doing. But I don't know. These are my thoughts. I just felt like doing this because I needed to get this out there. It was just really bothering me. Not like losing sleep or anything like that, but you know, I don't know. Ugh, it's just not good. I heard a lot of mixed thoughts about it. Like the Facebook, if you go on the Facebook page, it is brutal because the whole comment section is like, "What? This isn't the original show. What the heck? This is dumb. This is not like the original." Well, they did the same thing with Ninja Turtles, and Ninja Turtles is awesome. The CGI show. Go watch that. You know, just like really, it's the bottom of the video. Just go watch the original. Like, go on Netflix. It's literally on Netflix, on Kiss Cartoon. It's like anywhere. Just go watch the original. Honestly, that's probably what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna watch the original. I'm gonna watch the movie. But anyway, I didn't think this video would be so long. But just put what you think below. If you like the new show, cool. If you don't, cool. You know, if you're meh about it, whatever, you know. This is just my thoughts. I just wanted to put that out there. It's not gonna, you know, it's not gonna change the show because, oh, I didn't like this, so it must change, you know. It's just not for me, and that's fine. That's perfectly fine. But anyway, yeah, I plan on making more videos. Yeah, I just wanted to put that out there. So yeah, anyway, see you guys later.